Hi everybody, it's time for a garden update. It's been about a little over a week, maybe 8 or 9 days since I did the last one. So if you can remember what it looked like, you'll be able to tell there's a big difference in it. We've got lots of rain. I usually have to water these with tap water, but it rains so hard because they're under this awning, they don't get as much, rain. You don't want to move them out here where the wind could blow them over. But some of the rain, blew in and they got a good amount of rain. So it even made these grow better. And you'll be surprised at the garden too. This is just something that's been growing in there. But it looks like almost like a succulent. And I think it looks kind of nice, so I'm just leave it alone. I think this is oregano, but I'm not sure. It's something that grew that I planted. These others are definitely basil. You can rub them and smell the basil. But I did plant some oregano, but I don't know if that's what it is. Do any of y'all know what oregano looks like? I could look it up, I'm sure. But they're doing good. The dill that's in here is kind of being covered up. You can see a little bit of dill. But I got more in the garden. This one here has grown like crazy. It's got all kinds of blooms on it now. And this one's doing good. How did it get like that? It grew through the thing in the on the grill. That's looking good. These what are they? Snapdragons. They're starting to bloom real good, all different colors. I've got this one's bloomed, gladiola. That's nice. It's leaning over. I may have to put something, because if it gets a bunch on them, they'll fall over. But all this other stuff, I might need to spread this out a little bit, but they seem like they're doing okay. They're just a little crowded, so I think I'm gonna move everything over just a little bit, put some room soon. But it's kind of holding each other up. There's lots of different things in here. Is that down there? Oh. These look like they're going to be blooms. All these. I'm not for sure which this one is. There's several of them. Looks like the back might need some water. I can't tell unless I feel it. I can get my hand through there. Nope. No, it doesn't need any water. I don't know what's, maybe the heat. There's a few that look kind of, they may just not be getting enough sun. That's why I need to move them apart some. These look good. And there's tomatoes growing here. There's quite a few. 1, 2, 3. There's some more over here somewhere. It's hard to see them. They're in there. You can see that right there. So they're actually doing fairly good if they don't get blossom end rot. So I'm hoping that won't happen. So that looks a lot different than 8 days ago from what I saw in the video. It's a jungle now. Everything is really doing good with this rain. And it usually will. I got tomatoes. I already have more tomatoes on these plants than I harvested probably all summer last year. And we're going to be getting some heat. The heat index is going to get over 100 in the next several days. It may do something to some of these blooms. I got all kinds of blooms on them still. But the good thing is they've already got tomatoes growing, that the heat won't affect them like it does the blooms. But these Cherokee purples, they're always kind of, some of them are odd shaped, which doesn't affect the taste, of course. You can see them. I'm trying to get to where you can see this. Right in there. And there's further down. You really have to look. These are so dense. You really have to look closely to find them. And this is the Brandywine here. And it's got the potato leaves, what they call potato leaves. They don't look like the regular leaves. I should have got this under that, but I'll have to put a wire on that if it gets tomatoes. This one doesn't have quite as many, but if I remember, they're really good. These are the beef steaks, these two right here. Right here you got two Cherokee purples, one behind each other. And that one little one is still trying to grow back there, but it's not doing much. So these are beef steaks. You can see them all in there. It's really hard to see, like I said. I'll be able to see them better when they start turning red. But everything's just growing like crazy. There's some there. I saw a big clump of them somewhere. One of these. Yeah. Let's see if I can get to where you can see this without the leaves. There. They're looking good. I can't see which one this one is. Celebrity, I think. No, that's a Rutgers. Right in here. You can see they're all over. What was this one? This one's a Celebrity. And I don't know if I can see what this one. You can see this little one down here. It's not dead, but it's not doing much either. I've only had one tomato and one pepper that didn't do well. And there. And all these are the, what are they, Better Boys? What did I do with it? The sticker. I believe they're Better Boys. I don't know what happened to my my little tag, the sticker thing. Oh, there it is. They're Better Boy. And they are loaded. And they got plenty of bloom still on them. See, like all these are going to be clusters. And these are going to be big tomatoes too, from what I understand. There's the dill. It's doing okay. That'll be more than you think once it grows taller. And there's, that one's kind of hung up in there. Oh. Huh. That won't grow right like that. I can't get it out without breaking it, I don't think. You'll just have to force it. Sometimes they get in a bind, like, see it back in there. I don't know how good you can see that. There. And there's like 3 of them right there. Smell that dill. Oh man, you can smell that. Anyway, all these have peppers on them. For no bigger than they are. It's still surprising they got that many. There's some. There's some. Well, you get the idea. And you can see more tomatoes over here. Starting to get some cucumbers. As you can see. I saw one over here earlier. That's pretty good size. There it is. Look at that. I think that thing's grown today. I can get it in there. There we go. See that? It won't be long. That'll be ready. I mean, it's edible now, but I'd like to get it just a little bit bigger. These get really long. If you just look around, it's hard to see them at first. Here we go. See? so it's going to have plenty on it. The carrots, a lot of them didn't germinate. I've still got grass growing I need to pull out from some of this. It's hard to pull this grass out without pulling out some of the carrots. And I've been working on that a little. These are kind of covered up here, so I'm not going to have as many carrots as I planned on. Look, we're starting to get some blooms on the snap peas. I didn't even notice that earlier. They got beautiful blooms on them. That is so pretty. So that's good. I need to push that back in there. Grab a hold of that. There you go. Though they should get pretty big. I'm surprised I didn't even notice these. I don't think they were out here this morning. You can see them. Some blooms. And both these, this has grown almost to the top since last time. And this has started to grow. I've got June bugs eating these leaves. I found them on it. I found one of those that looks like a ladybug, but it's not. Those are the ones that will really destroy it. The June bugs, they won't eat the beans or anything, but they sure will make Swiss cheese out of some of these leaves. Let me see if I can see a little growing. Here's one. Here's a little baby bean. And they'll be all over this. Okay, here's a June bug. Right here. See? Get out of there. I've got some that's not, bad for, see? I have to spray these with that organic stuff or whatever it is. It's not bad. That's the only thing you can do is just spray them when you see them. You don't want to spray all your leaves just when you see them, or you'll waste a lot of it. But they're growing all over now. Look how they've twisted all around the top. I keep pushing them, like new ones. I keep pushing them down in here like this, and they'll keep on. They'll stay on this trellis. Okay. Now you can see the yellow squash there. So we're starting to get them. There's 1, 2, 3 right there. Look how much better this yellow squash looks than the zucchini. The zucchini doesn't look bad by any means, but these look fantastic. You just gotta look down in here. Looking good. And you can see the little ones there. This one's just starting to get it. It's looked like they had a lot of male flowers. See several of them in there. I have to cut these back about every other day. The leaves that are growing over the okra. The okra's in the middle, but it won't kill these or anything. I mean, you just have to trim them away from it so they get some light. Like I said, there's only one. I only had that one zucchini come out. They're gonna. I can see a little baby one down there. And see, this is what happens to some of them. You see how that one there is starting to turn yellow? It wasn't fully pollinated, and they'll just turn. Lots of times I'll pollinate these by hand. You have to get out here pretty early or they'll start to. Okay, here's some kind of bug eggs right there. That's probably that squash bug I saw. Now I don't want to get stuck with these things, but I'm going to throw this away. It's hard to get all those off of it. Anytime you see something like that you want to get rid of, you can squash them if you want, but it doesn't hurt to take these off here. Okay, here's my onions. They're doing okay. I'll need to probably thin them some more. I already harvested the rest of the radishes. They're in the crisper in the fridge. Funny, you got these 2 things of lettuce growing, if they make it. And this is all of the carrots that I planted over here that came up. They just didn't do well. I imagine because of the heat when I was planting, they didn't really germinate very well. So I don't think I missed anything, but it's looking really good. I'm gonna throw this away. Most of the stuff I pull up, and like the tops to the radishes and stuff, I throw in my compost bin over there. So, like I said, everything big change from the last one. Get in there. There you go. Big change from the last one. Starting to get some bugs. You can see where they've been chewing on these leaves, but I'll have to fight them daily. And as long as this rain keeps on like it's supposed to, like I would like it to, everything will grow fantastic. If it quits raining for a month like last year, and I have to use tap water, they won't be looking like this, you know, if you use it for a long time. So I hope you enjoyed this garden update. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out, and hit that bell, notification bell, so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. God bless.